Hi, I'm Todd Kiesling, and I badly want you to buy my book. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this, whatever the hell this is. I apologize for the glare in the glasses, but I need them to see. It has been almost a year, I think, maybe, since I've done one of these. And the last time you saw me, I think it was right after my second novel, The Liminal Man, was released. And I was a little bit thinner. I was way more clean shaven, and probably from the look of things, it may seem as though I never left my office in the span of a year, in which case, here I am. Hi, how are you? The main reason I wanted to do this now is because I'm having some problems with book sales, actually. I don't really know how else to say it. My books aren't selling, and if you've been reading my blog lately, then you know the sort of problems that I'm having. I did a lot of free promotions in the last 18 months. I think the total was around 13,000 books given away, and only, well, let me back up. 13,000 total books sold and given away, and of that total, only 1%, yes, 1% were actually paid for. Now, I'm to blame. I ran those promotions almost monthly, but I did so under the premise that I expected there to be residual sales following the promotion, which is kind of what was the trend there for a while after that program went into place. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and I'm basically my business venture, Precipice Books, is in danger of closing if I can't turn this around within the next year. What does that mean for me? For me, it means failure. It means pretty much negating all of the hard work I've done over the last 3 years, if not longer. And for you, that means no more releases from me. Uh, you may see them digitally, but print releases, which I know some of you have a thing for print books these days, uh, there would be no more print books, period. I'm not going to go through the hassle of doing a print-on-demand service like Lulu or CreateSpace because their quality is shit, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put my name on something that's substandard. So, where do we go from here? Well, first of all, if you've been in the market for one of my novels on Kindle lately, you will notice that the prices have increased. Life Transparent right now is $3.99, and The Liminal Man is $4.99. So you may ask yourself, well, if you're hurting for sales, why raise the prices? They're not selling anyway. So the idea is that, uh, if I do have a sale, I'll get a little bit more money out of it. I'm averaging maybe 2 to 3 sales a month. That's across the board. That's not by title, which isn't good. Um, I've had a lot of good suggestions from people in recent weeks, and I just want to thank everyone for the kind words and the suggestions. I was pretty much on a ledge a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of people talked me down. So thank you very much for that. To recap, prices have gone up and there will be no more free promotions. I'm sorry if this bothers you, but that is the way it is going to be. So thank you for your understanding. So what does this mean for the future of Precipice Books and for my work? Well, until a few weeks ago when I ran the sales data and sobbed heavily over a bottle of whiskey, until then, the plan was to release a collection called Ugly Little Things. It was going to be a volume of short stories, short stories. Four of them, four for the first volume, totaled around 45,000 words. They're currently with my editor as we speak, and the plan up until a couple of weeks ago was to release them digitally around May of next year, following edits and all of that jazz. But in light of recent sales data, I've changed my mind on what I'm going to do. One of the things that a lot of people suggested is that I keep writing. Well, I did. I did keep writing. I wrote pretty much all summer long. But the idea of putting it all together in one release kind of extends the amount of time it will take to increase my catalog, which is currently standing at 2 titles, A Life Transparent and The Liminal Man. So what I have decided to do in order to maximize my catalog as much as possible is release the stories intended for the collection individually on Kindle at price points ranging between 99 cents to $2.99, based on story length. We are currently in the process of learning the ropes of formatting because Precipice is at such small fund, is in such a bad way of funds right now that I can't afford to hire Elizabeth at B10 Media Works, who has been doing the digital formatting for Precipice since its early days. I'm very sad about this. I am in no way a, a master of formatting ebooks, but I'm going to get them to at least a presentable shape. The first story, Radio Free Nowhere, which was produced in audio earlier this summer by In-Ear Entertainment and released as part of the Exquisite Death anthology. That story will be the first to be released, probably in January of next year, and hopefully with subsequent titles in the following months. So right now that is the plan. I know I had talked about on my blog, I had talked about releasing a limited edition hardcover of the first volume. That is still in the plan. We will probably start taking pre-orders for that early summer, and that will most likely get released at some point this coming summer. So Ugly Little Things is still happening, just not in the way that I wanted it to. And hopefully this can help generate some extra revenue so that the business can start breaking even, which is all I ever wanted. I haven't deluded myself into thinking I can make millions doing this. I know I can't. That's just the fact of life for a writer living today. I think all of the success stories you hear it's luck. It's luck of the draw, being in the right place at the right time with the right words. That being said, I do believe that I am capable of earning enough sales to break even and cover the expense of doing it. That will enable me to keep doing it, and that's all I want, is to be able to hone my craft to the best it can possibly be and release it to you folks who, for whatever bizarre reason, have decided to follow me over the years. Now, here comes the fun part where I get to beg you for something. I'm not begging you for your money. I am begging you for your time. Over the last few months, really, I have asked in so many different ways on my blog and across the social media streams to please, please, please review my work on Amazon. I can't stress that enough. And some of you have done this, and thank you. I appreciate it very much. But there are so many of you that I hear from on a daily to weekly basis saying, "Oh my God, I loved your books. I can't wait for the next one." And yet, I never see that review count increase. I never see that rating average increase. So, where are you? I need you right now. Those reviews sell the book, and I can't do this without you. I need you. I need your help to do this. Please, 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 for the love of Cthulhu, please do this for me. If you have read A Life Transparent or The Liminal Man, or even Exquisite Death, the anthology, well, I guess you would have listened to that anthology on Goodreads, uh, please take the time, say a few words. It doesn't have to be a book, people. Take 2 or 3 sentences. I really liked this book. I think it does this, or I felt this. I want you to tell everyone else on Amazon or Goodreads how that book made you feel, how that story made you feel. Because I hear that from you all the time, how it made you feel. Like, I connected with this so much. Oh my God, I'm stuck in a bad dead end job. That was me. I felt like you were writing about me. Don't tell me that. Well, I take that back. You can tell me that, but tell everybody else too. Okay? I need you to do this for me, because without those reviews, it looks like no one's reading the book. And if no one's reading the book, a potential consumer might say, this book isn't worth being read. And that's not true. My books are worth being read. So there's going to be one more change I need to discuss, and it's not one that I'm really happy about, but it's a necessity at this point. Uh, I'm going to be putting a PayPal donate button on the sidebar of my website. I'm going to call this a tip jar, and it's intended for anyone who wants to help pitch in right now. It would be greatly appreciated, and it's very welcome. And you have my word, every penny that is received there will be rolled back into the business. I will not be profiting off this. It will be used to keep Precipice afloat. It will be used toward keeping the website going, toward keeping the domains registered, toward keeping the books in print, paying the catalog fees, and it will also be used to help make future print editions available. I'm not happy about this. I don't want to do this. I have considered this over the last several years. That and putting ads on my site, which I absolutely do not want to do because I know how annoying that is for people. This is just another way that I'm experimenting with to get a little extra cash flow at this point in time. So if you've read my books for free, and this is really what the tip jar is targeted toward, are the people who hit those free download days and read it and loved the book, but I've got nothing else for them to buy because they already have everything for free. This tip jar is for you. If you've read my work and obtained it by the free download on Amazon, and you enjoyed my work, please consider tossing in a few bucks and saying, hey, thanks, I liked it. That's all I can do. It's out there for you. So if you feel inclined, please consider it. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll see you later. The can't fucking talk.